Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Jean. I am the founder and owner of Sincerely Gia Services here in Atlanta, Georgia. So today we are actually going to do a venue review on Decatur Courthouse. It's referred to as different things. I know sometimes it's the old courthouse on the square or Decatur County Courthouse, but for purposes of this video, we are going to call it Decatur County Courthouse. So I do like to give it a disclaimer. It is a wedding review. However, we're not going to necessarily give it a rating. We're just going to give it a walkthrough. I'm going to show you guys some things I liked about the venue, some things I may not have liked, tips and tricks about the venue, and at the end you can rate it as you see fit. So let's go ahead and get started. Just a reminder, this venue can be referred to as many different things: Decatur History Center, Decatur Courthouse, the old courthouse on the square, whichever you like to refer to. Just keep in mind when you're searching that. Now, this venue is literally located in the heart of the city, so you are going to catch a lot of traffic, foot traffic, pedestrians, but the absolutely amazing thing about this is that you do not hear a thing inside. Those thick bricks are doing their job. It's amazing. So this staircase, the outside, the cobblestones, everything really makes for great pictures. Even this green space outside that's around it. There are a lot of restaurants. There's a little park that's near it. So even if you were doing rehearsal here as well, you can catch dinner with your group right after. It's a perfect setup. There's also another gazebo here, again, that you can use for pictures. Now, I do want to give this disclaimer. This venue is in the heart of the city. It's not your typical venue that's far off and has its own space. So you do have to keep parking in mind. Your guests will have to pay for parking if you're doing Monday through Friday. If it's a weekend, then it should be free parking if I'm not mistaken. And it was about $24 for a day. So once you enter the venue, you do hit this foyer space. It is pretty small. I honestly would not use this venue if I have a guest count more than 150 because it's just too small for anything that big. But for anything under that, it's absolutely perfect. There's tons of office space where you can use as your bridal suite for his and her. There's also a lot of space downstairs as well if you need that space. So once you head upstairs, this is going to be your room to the right of the venue, of the ceremony space, And so you can use this space as extra storage or even for cocktail hour. We used it for storage for catering. This here is the kitchen. Another reason why I wouldn't recommend this venue for super big wedding parties, just because even the kitchen is really tight. And so your catering won't have a lot of space to work around if it's for a lot of people. So definitely keep that in mind when looking at this venue. The wedding that we did this particular day had about 70 people and it was perfect, like a breeze. So the actual ceremony space is not too far through the kitchen. There's a door that leads right through, so it's perfect again for catering. But here we have the actual room space. Honestly, you do not have to do much with this room. I mean, look at it, it's gorgeous. And so when it comes to decor setup, ceremony setup for your reception as well, I would keep it simple. The room alone does everything. These windows bring in a lot of natural light. Your photographer, videographer is going to love it. Now, I would say that you will have to do a room flip with this venue. There's not enough space to really do a ceremony in a separate space and a reception in another. So a room flip would be required, so keep that in mind. But other than that, man, I would just highly recommend this space. All right, so thanks for checking out our walkthrough of the Decatur Courthouse, or also known as Historic Decatur County Courthouse. If you have any questions about the venue or comments, anything like that, be sure to drop it below. And of course, if you're looking for a wedding planner, day of coordinator to assist you on your special day, be sure to check out our website at sincerelygiaservices.com. And of course, please be sure to subscribe so we can update you on latest reviews, wedding tips and tricks, and so much more. See you next time.